The aroma of freshly baked bread and sizzling steaks filled the luxurious restaurant, where waiters in crisp uniforms floated between tables adorned with flickering candles and gleaming silverware. It was a place for the elite, a sanctuary of fine dining where every guest was treated like royalty, except for one. A small boy, no older than 10, stood near the entrance, his clothes simple and slightly worn. His eyes sparkled with curiosity as he scanned the room, yet no one paid him much attention. His tiny fingers clutched a few crumpled bills, and his heart pounded with both excitement and hesitation. He approached the host's podium, where a middle-aged waitress in a perfectly pressed uniform stood. Her name tag read Linda. She barely glanced at him, sighing as she shuffled her reservation book. "Can I help you?" she asked, her voice laced with impatience. The boy hesitated but then spoke softly. "I'd like a table, please." Linda raised an eyebrow and glanced at his worn sneakers. "I don't think this is the place for you, kid." "I have money," he said, holding up the bills with a hopeful smile. She exhaled sharply. "Look, we have paying customers waiting. This isn't a fast food place." The boy's face fell. He had dreamed of dining here, just once. He had saved every penny from his after-school chores, wanting to experience what so many others took for granted. But Linda dismissed him with a wave of her hand. "Maybe try somewhere else, okay?" Just then, a deep voice interrupted. "Is there a problem here?" A tall man in an elegant suit stepped forward, his eyes kind yet firm. The staff instantly straightened, recognizing him at once. He was Jonathan Hayes, the elusive owner of the restaurant chain. Linda stiffened. "Oh, Mr. Hayes, I was just..." Jonathan turned his gaze toward the boy. "Son, were you looking for a meal?" The boy nodded, eyes wide with hope and fear. Jonathan smiled. "Then let's get you seated." The restaurant fell silent as the powerful businessman led the boy to the best table in the house, personally pulling out the chair for him. Heads turned. Whispers swirled. Linda's face burned with embarrassment as she realized the truth. This was no ordinary child. This was Jonathan's son, Oliver. Jonathan sat across from his son, pouring him a glass of water himself. "So, Oliver, what will you have?" The boy grinned. "A cheeseburger." Jonathan chuckled. "A cheeseburger it is." Linda felt her legs weaken as she grasped the gravity of her mistake. She had dismissed the very boy who, one day, would inherit everything. Jonathan looked up, his voice firm but gentle. "Linda, kindness should never be reserved only for those who look the part. In this place, we serve people, not wallets." Tears pricked Linda's eyes as she nodded. She had spent years working in hospitality, yet in one moment, she had forgotten the most important lesson: dignity belonged to everyone. As the evening went on, Oliver enjoyed his meal, chatting happily with his father. Linda, humbled and remorseful, personally served him with utmost care. When they finished, Jonathan stood and addressed the staff. A true luxury restaurant is not defined by chandeliers or expensive dishes. It is defined by the warmth we show, the respect we give, and the kindness we extend. That night, Oliver walked out of the restaurant, his heart full, not just from the food, but from the lesson he had learned. And Linda, forever changed, vowed to treat every guest, no matter how they appeared, with the dignity they deserved. Because kindness, as Oliver had just proven, was the greatest currency of all. I've written an emotional and inspiring short story based on your prompt. Let me know if you need any edits or additions.